Hi guys, it's Math with Babs. My room looks super bright tonight. Again, I don't know why, but I keep doing videos after soccer practices. So kids are in bed. It is 9:30, and this is the first video. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so we are gonna move on to comparing and ordering numbers. So make sure that you have your Cornell notes. Now this section right here, um, I don't have because remember the copies that I gave you in class has the logo on it. So you are going to write it in this skinny little section. Yours is actually bigger, of your Cornell notes. So go ahead and write the title, which is comparing and ordering numbers. And then it's going to be 6th grade GT math, first period, and then today's date. Alrighty. The keywords that we're going to go over today are integers, rational numbers, and a number line. So remember, mine's going to look a lot neater because I'm going to be typing, and I'm also going to have like images that I found on the internet that I'm putting to make it look nice and neat. Whatever I put on my note paper, my sheet of Cornell notes, you should have on yours also. Alrighty, so when you read a number line from left to right, the numbers are in order from least to greatest. So go ahead and draw your number line, -10 on one side, 10 on the other. So if you look at this right here, we start with 0 and then -1, -2, -3. The further left you get, the smaller the numbers are, okay? And then, undo this. Sorry, still trying to get used to this. Okay, still trying to get used to this. I don't know why it keeps clicking that. Okay, and then the further right you get, the larger the numbers are going to be. All right, so go ahead and draw this graph or this table. And then it says, and you don't have to write the graph red scores part. You don't have to write that part. Just make sure you draw the table though, or like just list the numbers. All right, so it says graph Fred's scores on the number line and then list the numbers in order from least to greatest. All right, so when in doubt, draw a number line. So sometimes if I'm adding or subtracting negative numbers, it can get a little bit confusing. So sometimes even as a 35-year-old teacher, you also see me drawing number lines. So we are going to draw a number line, and we put the dots on the number line. So I have -5, -3, -2, -1, 0, and then a +3, +4, and a +5. So go ahead and get that on your paper. And then I always double check and make sure I know what I'm looking for. So we are looking for least to greatest. So I know that my smallest number is going to be to the left and my largest number is going to be to the right. So all I need to do is read the number line going this way. So if I start on the left, I hit -5. Is this going to be the smallest? The -3, -2, 1, -1, and then 0, 3, and 4. So that is in order from least to greatest. Oh, and I forgot to put those. So right up here, you need to add your question. I think I talked about that in my video last time that I added the questions for you, but you're going to add your question. Those of you that are an avid are really going to start to understand the section once you start on that. And then make sure you add your questions for that section right there. All right, let me get out of this. Go back to my, okay. And then go to myself. Okay, think you got it. So I'm gonna give you a bonus type of question. It says Alyssa. Can I read it? Alyssa will correctly label the numbers 48 or 48 and a half, 48.09, and 48 and 3/4 on the number line. So you are going to try to put those numbers on the number lines the correct way. If you notice, you have 48.4, which is a decimal, and then 48 and a half, which is a fraction, then 48.09, which is a decimal, and then 48 3/5, which is a fraction. So you're actually going to need to turn all of those numbers into decimals before you actually put them on the number line. So I should see work somewhere on your note page where you actually turn the decimals, the fractions, into decimals before you put on the number line. And then go ahead and add your summary here. Remember, the summary must be there in order for you to get credit. So this is how it's going to work. You're going to turn these in and not turn them in. You're going to let me see them and I'll figure out all that stuff in class. But anyways, I guess this was a really quick video. So I will see you guys later. Sounding out, Math with Babs.